welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we are going to be talking about the co-host of my channel, Amberlynn Reid, and she just recently uploaded a video, and I had very many people reach out to me and wanted to hear my opinion. And so the video we are going to be talking about is titled Why I Haven't Been Losing Weight, New Diagnosis, New Diet, New Weigh-In. It's a new Amberlynn Reid, everybody. Let's get into it.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So today is gonna be me updating you because I saw the lymphedema specialist. I found out something kind of shocking that I was not expecting. We're gonna have a little like what I ate today moment mixed with a little weight loss update. So it's gonna be a mixture of a lot of things. So let's get into it. So first I wanna start with the whole lymphedema thing. So very short backstory. In 2019, I started forming this big fluid like-ness on my leg. I don't really know how to explain it. I diagnosed myself with lymphedema, and then
I really didn't know that other people were actually doctors other than me on this website. Like, I was kind of blown away. I was like, dang, all right, you can diagnose yourself. That's pretty cool. But seriously, this is something that I feel like more and more people are doing. It's like, oh, I feel like I have this thing. And then to Amberlynn's credit, I'm sure she gets a ton of people messaging her being like, this is what's going on with you. This is what's going on. This is what's going on with you. But it is just very strange to self-diagnose yourself with something and then just be like, that's what I have. 100%. That's it. Right? Okay. But this video is literally not even about this. So I'm not focusing on this.
And then whenever I would see a doctor and I would say, yeah, I have lymphedema, they'd look at it and they wouldn't like say, oh no, that's not lymphedema. Like they would never like say, that's not what that is. They would just like go with it. But I never actually.
I can only imagine like if someone I don't know. It would just be weird for a doctor. Like if someone says, hey, I have lymphedema, and they say it with like, you know, they say it with their chest and they're just like very like, no, this is what I have. I mean, a doctor maybe they'd be like, well, no, I don't think that you have that. But I mean, if they're not a specialist, they're not gonna be like, no. They're not gonna argue with you. Right. So it's just crazy because this is how this stuff kind of perpetuates and how it gets more dangerous is you think you have this thing and then you've decided that you do. You go to the doctor and just tell them that you have this. You don't even say, hey, I think I might have whatever. It's like, no, I have this. And so they're like, okay, I'm assuming that you found that out through some sort of legit means, not just through Googling and deciding, right?
I saw a lymphedema specialist or a doctor that knew much about lymphedema. I never did until recently. Oh my gosh.
That's 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
Finally did it. I prolonged it for long enough. I was just really nervous to go for some reason. I'm massively embarrassed and ashamed because I don't like showing my legs, and I knew that was going to be obviously a big portion of this visit is a lot of look and poke and prod in.
Okay, so with this, I understand that. I understand being afraid to go to the doctor. I understand being embarrassed, but at the same time, like when you are like Amberlynn, regardless of what people think, she is an influencer, right? She has a lot of people that watch her videos, that listen to what she says. And so to be saying for this many years, I have this thing, to never even actually make sure you have that thing, like that's just so ridiculous to me. That's like genuinely just like, that's stupid. I'm not trying to call her stupid, but that is very stupid. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Stuff like that. So I finally said, I am trying to get my health together. Like, it's been about a year now that I have been following doctor's instructions. I have been advocating for myself and losing weight and just really
Whose doctor's instructions? Not the lymphedema specialist, clearly, because you never saw them. Okay.
trying to better myself. And it just feels like all this time that I should have been doing it my whole life, especially my adulthood life, I have prolonged so many things that in this last year it just felt super overwhelming. But if I wouldn't have prolonged all these things, then I know this last year wouldn't have been so overwhelming, if that makes sense. So I want to say that this lymphedema specialist is more than that. She also is a specialist in lipedema. I don't really know how to pronounce it very well, but
Here, I got you. All right.
Lipedema.
One more time.
Lipedema.
One more time.
Lipedema.
One more time.
Lipedema.
There we go. All right. Now we know how to pronounce lipedema.
I need to learn, and you'll know why. She has been a specialist for over 30 years.
I wonder why. Does anyone know?
So her knowledge was mind-blowing. This appointment was 2 hours long. And
That is what happens when you go to someone that knows what they're talking about. They know what they're talking about, you know?
as soon as she saw me, even before I took my pants off, she knew exactly what it was. And then I had to obviously take off my clothing, and she really saw. I do have a little bit of lymphedema. I do. But what I'm actually experiencing is lipedema. It is a disease that not a lot of people have, but more people have it than you think. It's not something that people just go around knowing. Like, lymphedema is more common and more commonly talked about, but I have lipedema, and this shocked me completely. But everything she said made sense, and it all came together because ever since I was a little girl,
So it's just crazy to me because, again, this is where, so we hear, I didn't even know what this thing was. I never heard of it. It's so weird. It's so like, but you're also saying that you diagnosed with yourself with lymphedema. Like, I promise you, if you go on Google right now and search about lymphedema, a bunch of the stuff right next to it is lipedema. It's like right there. So to act like I had no idea, like, come on, dude. Like, just.
I've always experienced bigger calves and bigger arms, and it's like no matter what I ate, no matter what I did, like, it was hard for me to lose weight. It was super easy for me to gain. You guys know that. You guys have seen that. Like, when I was doing.
Okay, and so this is where it really takes a turn, okay? So I understand, like, and I don't want to sit here and say, like, oh, it's so weird that to be excited about a diagnosis, because I know people personally that have been struggling with health issues that truly are like, I don't know what this is. It feels like a genuine, like, it feels like a mystery. I have no idea what's going on. And so getting that diagnosis absolutely it makes you feel relieved, even if it's kind of a scary diagnosis, right? It makes you feel relieved because at least you have an answer to what's been going on. Okay? That's not what this feels like, because a lot of what we see in the video, we're only 3 minutes in. I'm sorry. I've been pausing a lot. But a lot of the rest of the video is, see, I told you, see, this is why, see, I told you, see, you guys were wrong, see, I did this, see, it wasn't me, see, it was this, see, it wasn't that, see, like, it feels like, no, this is me making a video to prove everyone wrong, when it should be, in my opinion, a video, if it's really what's going on, this is what I have, this is what I'm going to do about it, I'll see you when I start working on it, right? Like, that's what it's like, dude, okay, to say that, oh, I've been trying so hard, bro, everyone has seen your videos. We know the videos you have been making. We know what you have been eating. We know, like,
doing my series videos, I was like weighing myself every day, showing you guys what I ate. I was showing my calories. There was a section where for a couple weeks I was eating below 2,000 calories and I was not losing weight. And you guys were calling me a liar. You guys were saying that I was lying and I was binging off a camera, and I was so frustrated because I was weighing myself daily for that series as well. This isn't just happening during that series. This has happened for years now, that I would be around the same people, eating the same things and having the same physical activity. And I would either gain weight or stay the same weight while they'd be losing weight or stay in their healthy size. And it just seemed like...
Okay, but also it's not even like speculation. You also make videos talking about, like, when you go on a new cycle and you're excited about losing weight, you're like, I gotta be honest with you guys, I've been binging, I don't know what's going on, and this is the thousands of calories that I ate today. You'll literally make videos about how you are binging on thousands and thousands of calories. Like, what, do you think people are just gonna be like, oh shoot, she has lipedema, my bad, forgot about everything else that's been happening? Like, again, I'm not saying that this isn't what's going on, or at least part of it. It absolutely makes it harder to lose weight. There are true things that are going on here, but to say that, like, you're not taking any responsibility for anything.
Nobody understood me when I would say I gain weight if I eat 2,400 calories. Like, no one believed me, and I was becoming frustrated with that, because it's like, a lot of you don't believe me when I say that I do gain weight by eating that amount. And there was even a section of a time where I was eating like 1,700 calories and I was still gaining weight every single day, while Feline was doing the same diet as me and losing weight while she's already thin. So it just felt like I was broken, something was wrong. And I was right, something is wrong. The number one symptom of lipedema, I know.
Lipedema.
I'm just bad at pronouncing words, is weight gain. No matter what diets you do, no matter how low of calories,
No. That isn't true, okay? It's not like you have this thing and you are doomed to be 800 pounds at some point in your life. Absolutely not, okay? And the reason that I'm saying it like this is because there are people out there that might have it. And again, it is hard to catch early because it's not super obvious. But imagine finding out that you have this, and then someone, no offense, Amberlynn Reid's side saying, be like, that's just nothing you can do about it. I don't know. I'm only eating 400 calories a day. It's so crazy. Like, no. Again, does this make things harder? Absolutely. Does it make you incapable of changing anything and seeing any results? No. Sorry. It does not work like that. Absolutely not.
You gain weight, that is the number one symptom. The knowledge was overwhelming in this 2-hour session, which I have another appointment with her next month, which I'm already so excited for, because she's teaching me so much and she made me feel so validated. She was like, you have troubles losing weight, don't you? And I was like, yeah. She was like, even eating at a normal amount? And
I'm not trying to be mean, okay? But of course they're gonna say that. Like, it's hard to lose weight for anybody. What? Like, I'm sorry.
I was like, yeah, it's because of the disease. And it just like really shocked me.
It's because of the disease? Really? Nothing to do with what you've been doing? Nothing? Like, come on, you don't hear yourself? My brain.
And Feline like looked at me and was like, you know, like she has seen me through all of these struggles, and it's just been rough, you guys. But I have a reason now. And now I understand that it's like, no matter what I do, I have something fighting against me. And that's the number one freaking symptom. It's just so frustrating. And I just feel like
Nah, screw this, dude. All right? Like, Amberlynn, if you watch this video, which I'm sure you will, don't think like this. If your goal is to lose the weight and live longer, you can do it. I don't give a fuck what diagnosis you have or what anybody tells you. If you put in the work, you can lose the weight. You are not stuck and just, well, guess I'm going to die like this. Nah, screw that. I don't like hearing that type of mindset from anybody. I don't care who it is. That's not true. And if you start to think like that, I guarantee you're never going to lose the weight. Absolutely not. It's never going to happen. You have to believe in yourself first. Don't be like, oh, sucks. I'm dead. There's nothing I can do. Nah, screw that, dude. Like, if you start thinking like that, how are you going to put the work in?
Long people didn't take me seriously. I would talk to you guys repeatedly, and I'm just like, you guys, I promise, like, I'm not binging off a camera. I'm showing you everything I'm eating. But there is a diet for patients like me and for people with this disease, and it is keto or low carb. The specialist told me to stay below 50 grams, and I was very, very upset with that. I don't agree with keto. I don't agree with low carb. I don't feel like it is a healthy way of living. Before I get into that, I do want to say she also...
Bro, what are you talking about? Low carb, I've done some research. Low carb is recommended for lipedema, okay? A lot of it has to do with, fluid retention and stuff like that. The less carbs you're eating, the less food you're retaining, and that's a big issue when you have this, right? And so that is definitely recommended. But it's just, dude, okay, I'm so excited. I found out what's going on. And then literally the next thing is like, oh, but it sucks that it's like, are you excited about figuring out what you need to do to get rid of this weight and actually do what you need to work on or not? Like,
gave me this like lymphatic massage, and it hurt so bad. So like the normal person, she told me it would feel really good, like you're enjoying it. But since I have lipedema, it freaking hurt. It hurts so bad, but it's something that she said that I need to try to do daily. It's a lot of massaging near lymph nodes, and that hurt so bad. Oh my God. But it's supposed to help move fluid throughout your body so you're not retaining so much fluid. And she was like, do you ever gain weight while you go on car rides, even if they're just like over an hour? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, lipedema. And I'm just like, everything is coming full circle. Like, I knew I wasn't dumb. I knew I wasn't an idiot. I knew I wasn't making excuses. I knew something was off. And I finally have a diagnosis. I thought I was going in there to be told, yeah, you have lymphedema. This is what you can do for it. My whole world is kind of shook. Like, I'm not going to lie. You can actually have liposuction on certain parts. If you have lipedema, you guys, I promise next video, I'm going to know exactly how to pronounce it. You think I would after seeing her, but it's like one of those things. It's like, I'm so bad at pronouncing
Lipedema.
certain words, like lymph nodes. I go back and forth between the two. I'm like, which one is it? I know it's one of them. I just don't know. But yeah, you can have liposuction. Sometimes that'll help and such. So that is something I can think about doing in the future. And she also said, when you do lose weight, do you notice it in your face more and not in your body? And I said, yeah. And she was like, because you don't have lipedema in your face. And she was like, that's why your arms are bigger. That's why your legs are bigger. And I'm just like, wow. And she was like, this is a disease that progresses. It doesn't just stop. And everything was just like coming together.
So that is true, right? It progresses over time, but a big reason it progresses is when you're not taking care of yourself. When you start taking care of the reason I'm getting upset is because I know that there are people that have had this disease that still have it, that it's not like you get this disease and then all of a sudden you're helpless. There's nothing you can do about it and you are completely stuck, and now you will become someone that's like Amberlynn Reid size. That's not true, right? The way that you combat this is by having a healthy diet and a healthy lifestyle and movement and moving your body and not just sitting around. Like, that's stuff that matters. And so just to act like, well, it's this is the reason that I've gained all the, no. Okay? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Is it going to be harder? Yeah, 100%. That's just the truth. But it's not like I got lipedema and that's why I'm this size. It does not work like that. It absolutely does not work like that.
For me, and I was like, wow. So you guys telling me, wow, her arms look so much bigger than years ago, or her legs look so much bigger than years ago, how is she actually losing weight? It's because of this disease. What? Like, everything is just coming together, and I'm so glad that I finally have an answer and I'm not just like a freak show. I do slightly feel like one, because it's like I'm never going to get rid of this, but what I can do to help it and to lose weight the best of my ability is low carb and staying below 50 grams of carbs. And I've never believed in that diet. You guys know that I've been in, I have shared that I do not believe in that diet. I do not like that diet. I did a mukbang where I was like, I'm doing low carb, and I had a freaking baked potato, y'all. Y'all know I've never taken low carb seriously. I've never done it, never actually tried. That's one diet I've never ever done. Keto, low carb, no. But I'm not going to these specialists to just hear them tell me to do something and me not doing it. I'm not getting these tests, and I'm not seeing these doctors just for them to tell me something and me not listen to them. No, I'm going to better myself. So today is actually day 4 of me being on low carb.
So with this, like, again, it just feels like the whole reason this video is made is not to, hey, this is something that I'm going through and I'm going to share what I'm doing. It's more, I'm right, you're wrong. And again, I can understand to an extent, like, having a ton of people say certain things to you. But the issue, especially that I have, is that there is zero accountability here at all. Like, yes, this absolutely has made it harder, and I would not disagree with that. But you cannot act like what you have been doing over the years has not at least played a part in what's going on here, right? Like, come on. That's what is so frustrating to me. Because I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, you definitely don't have that, or you do, or I'm diagnosed you, whatever, right? If you have it, you have it. Whatever. I'm not going to disagree with you there. But to not take responsibility for your part is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And I'm actually doing it. I'm staying below 50 grams of carbs. I don't have to count calories. So that's an aspect I do enjoy. I don't have to count freaking calories, but I know the difference between eating like a crazy person and eating like a normal person. So even though I don't count calories, doesn't mean that I'm sitting here and binging. I haven't had like the urge to binge. If I ever get that urge, you know, I got me some pork rinds for a salty crunch. So I wanted to show you guys.
So with this is where it gets dangerous with the whole keto thing, because this is like a thing a lot of keto people will say. It's not as prevalent now, but it used to be really popular. Like, if you do keto, you don't have to count calories and you'll lose weight, whatever. No, all right? You can do keto and lose weight, absolutely. But if you overeat on keto, you will not lose weight. It don't matter. Calories matter. At the end of the day, they matter, right? And so no matter how many keto calories you're eating, if you're overeating, you're not going to lose weight. Like, Amber will probably lose weight at the start, because she's not having as many carbs, so she's not holding as much water, and then there you go. Especially if she does have lipedema, right? Lipedema, she is going to lose weight from no longer having as much water weight, right? That is going to happen.
Guys, what I ate the first day on low carb. So I did film my meals, so I'm going to show those for you guys. So here is my first one. All right, first meal. No calorie counting, just low carb. We have bacon, eggs with a little bit of cheese, and cucumber. Now I'm gonna show you my second meal. So the next thing I'm eating is literally just chicken, onion, and zucchini. I have green onion and just like regular white onion. I just added some minced garlic, some pepper, and some soy sauce. I would love this with some rice, but Oh, no rice for me. I guess I could have used like cauliflower rice, but I don't have any. So maybe next time I'll add that to it just to add some like volume. Here's my third meal. So next meal, I made a taco salad. So we have lettuce, ground turkey with some taco seasoning. There is zucchini also, just for more hidden vegetables. We have some queso.
I'm not one to ever yuck someone's food because y'all have seen my full day of eatings, and so I'm gonna hold my tongue because I really have no room to speak if I'm being completely honest.
Blanco, salsa verde, and then some regular salsa. And then for the chips, I found these protein chips. They're loaded taco flavor. Yes, we have.
Those are actually pretty good. The Quest chips, I like them.
A fourth. So next thing I'm eating because I am hungry, feeling a little snacky.
Okay. I'm not going to say anything.
But I'm also craving like protein, that type of vibe. So this is just some steak that I cooked on the stove, obviously. And literally all I put in this is some garlic salt and pepper. It smells amazing. So those were my meals for the day, but I did get snacky. So I didn't film my little snack moments, but I had green olives that were stuffed with garlic. I have never had that before. It was so freaking good. I was like, okay, this is gonna be like my go-to for sure. And then I had pork rinds. I had like a spicy and hot pork rinds. So it actually, that very first day was 37 grams of carbs. And it was only 30 grams of net carbs. So I'm not really sure. I'm like balancing between like regular carbs and net carbs. Obviously, by doing net carbs, you actually get to eat more carbs, but I don't know. I feel like that's cheating in a way. So I've only been doing like actual carbs. So I haven't really been paying attention.
I'm not getting into the whole net carb thing in this video. I'm not interested. Whenever I talk about it, people on one side freak out, people on the other side freak out. Whatever, dude. All right, just eat whatever. I don't care. I really don't care.
To the net aspect, I will say I am a little bored. It's only day 4 and I am a little bored. It's a lot of meat, and that's coming from someone who does not like meat that much. So I'm
all right. This is what I'm going to say. You're a little bored. I understand. But at the same time, too bad. You know, sometimes too bad. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like that's all I can say. Like, it sucks, but too bad. Get over it. You'll survive.
having to really put myself in a different headspace. I can't see myself doing keto / low carb while being a vegetarian. I have looked up things and it seems almost impossible, especially because so many vegetables have carbs and are starchy. So many fruits. It's just like, this seems like such a weird way to lose weight. But I do want to say,
how in the first video that you are talking about this new diet that you're excited about, you're literally already talking about how you cannot see. You got, like, you have to have some, you got to just stick to it sometimes, you know? Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, it's at this point where it's like,
day 1, I was 488.8. So I had gained more weight. I wasn't binging, nothing. It was simply because.
Okay, I have one question. Can anyone answer? What happened to Ozempic? Where has it gone? It's disappeared. It's left the chat. Not even mentioned. Never happened. Completely out of the memory. It never existed. What happened? Where is it? What happened? I don't. It's just gone. You didn't even mention it one time? You were losing weight on that? Or were you? Or were you not? I don't know now.
because my body does not lose weight like the normal. And
what was it doing on Ozempic? What was happening there? Was it a medical mystery? Should we contact the medical mystery people and ask them? Scooby-Doo of medical mysteries? Do we need the mystery machine here? Figure it out? Pull off the mask? It was you all along, Amberlynn Reid. Is that what's going on here? Scooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby Snacks? You were eating some earlier in the... Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm coming to accept that. And now I know what to do to try to fix that. And today, so after 3 days, I've done 3 full days of low carb. And I weighed in today at 482.4. So that means I'm down 6.4 in just 3 days of low carb, which is amazing. And she tried to explain to me that someone with I'm just going to say lipedema.
Let's see. I need a little bit of help again, so.
Lipedema.
There you go.
I feel like that's what it is. She tried to explain to me that someone with lipedema could eat 1,500 calories of carbs and, you know, have fruits and have maybe some chips or like some whole grain bread and some brown rice and gain weight, while the next day they could have 2,300 calories of a low carb keto diet with less carbs and they'll lose weight. Carbs is what is creating me to hold on to so much water.
Correct. Water. Water. Water.
And to not heal from this, it's mind-blowing that this is what I have to do to better myself. The very diet that I
No, it's not mind-blowing. It's you have to eat stuff that you don't enjoy that much. That's life, man. That's not mind-blowing. That is life. That is how it goes. What are you mind-blown about? That you didn't like keto and now you have to do it? Well, too bad. I don't know what to tell you. If it saves your life, definitely worth it, I'd say, right? I hope you would agree.
absolutely disagree with. It's just a lot of meat. It's a lot of cheese. You know, you have to have a lot of fat because you're not getting in carbs. And I don't want to overdo it in fat because I do have gallstones. So it is a lot of like give and take, trying to make it fit and do the right thing. It's been different. It's, you know, like last night for a snack, I literally melted a slice of pepper jack cheese on the stove because I'm allowed to have that over having like a banana. It's weird. It's weird. It feels off, but I am
Hell yeah, dude. I don't even know what to say to that. Just gonna say hell yeah.
peeing more now. Like normally I don't pee much, but now I'm getting rid of all this water and I'm finally peeing. People are like questioning like, why don't you pee that often? Because my body holds on to this water because of lipedema. And I've noticed.
Why even share that? Why? Where is this coming from? Again, this just shows, what is this about? What is this video about? It's about proving the haters wrong. That's what it is. That's what the title of this video should be. That's what it should be.
Noticed that I am so thirsty now, which is freaking awesome because I am getting in so much more water than usual, because normally like I'm holding on to so much water, I don't feel as thirsty, but now that I'm letting go of it like I'm supposed to, like I'm able to like drink water like a normal person. Like I feel like I'm drinking water all the time, but it's probably like a normal amount. I'm just not used to it though. So it's a lot of changes. It's weird. Like I'm allowed to have ranch dressing. Like, ma'am. So I've been having, like last night I had this salad, which was so simple. It was just chicken, ranch, onion, lettuce, and some olives. And I was like, Oh yeah, and some shredded cheese. And I'm like, this is what I'm allowed to eat. It's like shocking a little bit. And it's working. Like my body is letting go of the things that it usually holds on to while doing like a normal diet. And I know within the last year, I have lost almost 100 pounds. And she was honestly amazed. And she was like, have you noticed a stall? And I said, yeah, it's been bad. And she was like, now you're finally stuck in that spot where it's your lipedema stopping you and preventing you from losing more weight. And she was just really proud that I already lost.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is? So you've done everything you can, and now, bro, this is literally all stuff that I could say to someone to make them feel better about the situation they're in. And like, you know, it's good on a doctor not to try and like make someone feel terrible, but like, come on, man.
Lost some weight, so that meant a lot to me. To continue going and improving and losing weight, I have to follow the instructions, even though I don't want to do them. You guys know that I've been told to do low carb before by professionals, and I didn't do it because I don't agree. But I need to change. I need to fight for my life. And if this is what is going to help me live longer and healthier and happier, then I'm gonna do it.
Are you though? This is where the issues are. How many times? How many times? Like, we have to be in the hundreds of times now where you have said this. So what's next if you don't stick to it? What's next? Who are you gonna blame? Because at what point does it end? At what point do you take accountability and say it's my fault? Will it ever happen now? I don't know. Because will it always be, it's lipedema, it's lipedema, it's lipedema, it's lipedema. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. At what point, right? When do you take accountability? Until you take accountability for what you are doing, nothing will change.
And yeah, so today will be day 4. I saw the lymphedema specialist on the 20th of October. My day 1 of low carb was on the 21st, and today is October 24th. A lot of people are wondering if we're like up to date on videos. Yes, we are. It is the 24th of October. So yeah, that is my update for you guys. Like, this is a low carb queen, a keto queen, staying below 50 grams of carbs. And so far today, I've only had 6 grams. I've had 6 grams of carbs, and it is 7 p.m. And I noticed by doing this, like, I haven't ordered takeout, not one time, not even for a drink.
This is the explanation of how a lot of people end up losing weight on stuff like this. Because when you cut out an entire macronutrient, carbs, it restricts a lot of what you can have. And so, of course, you've lost weight. And again, you've been telling me that you've been putting in all this work. So are you saying that you have been going to order out every day? Multiple times? Is that what you're saying here? Because you were just saying how you've been eating 1,200 calories and I can't lose weight. But are you, like, what?
I don't even drink diet soda no more, because she said even though diet soda has 0 carbs, our body reacts to it as if we are having sugar and are having carbs because of the sweeteners in it.
No, you ain't taking away my diet soda. You can pry it from my cold dead hands. I don't care what anyone says.
So I was like, ugh, I don't want to cheat myself. So cold turkey, I said bye-bye soda. Ugh. So I've only been drinking water. I don't know. It's just very big changes rather quickly, and I'm actually being successful with it. It's kind of weird. Gotta say, kind of weird, not gonna lie. So anyways, I'm gonna end this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed my little update, and I'll see.
So the reason I wanted to play the whole thing was because that end part. Because it's important. This is important for anyone watching, okay? Just because someone is a doctor, that does not mean that they know everything about nutrition. That does not mean that you gotta be careful, okay? Because all I know is that you ain't taking my diet soda for me. And so I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say the doctor is wrong or anything like that. All I'm saying is a red flag popped up when I heard that at the end of the video when I first watched it. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. I don't know. I'm honestly frustrated. I don't know. This video was insanely condescending to me. And it just dripped with just like, oh, this is gonna be it. Like, everyone's gonna be like, oh, I'm such an idiot and Amberlynn was right and we've all been wrong. And that's what it feels like. Instead of like, hey, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm gonna do, let's make it happen. You know? Again, at the end of the day, I hope you're able to lose the weight. And if this is really something that you're going through, I hope you're able to find something that works. It doesn't seem, I'm just gonna be honest, it doesn't seem like keto is gonna work for you because you seem like you're already over it in the first video where you talk about doing it. But that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.